Thanks for coming in today, everybody. I'm right back in the Phenom. Because other than that trim glitch, which supposedly they're going to be fixing soon, I love this thing. So we're right back in the Phenom. Yeah, the trim glitch thing is going to be annoying, but we're going to kind of just deal with that. Hey! Jet Slinger, thank you for the 14th month resub, Antoine. I really do appreciate it.
a flying stream, nice.
I like how it said that, UIY. That was pretty dumb. Okay. Okay, Streamlabs, whatever you say. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Let's get this thing started. I've got the GPU plugged in, so we'll get everything kind of going on this, and get her fired up here. Get everything where it's all the switches to where they're supposed to be.
System test, okay.
Let's see, what else do I need to do here? This is auto, ECS, both. The engines aren't on yet, but that'll fix itself. We don't need to worry about that. Let's get them to put on their belts. Up here, eventually I'm going to need the taxi light, arm the emergency lights. All tests are passing, which is good. Engine ignition will turn to auto so that we can turn the engines on here in a second. Parking brake set. Everything else is set. Alright, so everything looks good here. No, I need to do that. Passenger door is open. Alright, so let's close the passenger door. Alright, we got the door closed. We're going to get ready to start this bad girl. Once she's finished aligning in 5 seconds, we can start her up pretty much. Our altimeter right now is 3019. 3019. So let's go 3019. Alrighty. Flight Level Rob, thanks for coming in today. Well, long story short, Rob, I caught COVID while I was down in training. So I had to come home after I finally felt good, and now I have to start my training all over again from the start, starting next week. So that's kind of how that's going. Not exactly ideal situation, but hey, man, these things happen. Let's go ahead and start this bad girl. Start engine 2 first. Yeah, these things happen in life. But I'm feeling better now. You might hear me coughing still a little bit. There's some residual cough left over, but otherwise I'm mostly good. Start 1. Once again, I probably should have got a clearance before doing all this, but that's alright.
New York Center, Cessna 57, Tango Delta on the ground at Epic clearance to Binghamton. We have the weather altimeter 3005.
Damn it, someone beat me to getting a clearance here, it sounds like. So we'll have to wait on that. Got plenty of gas though, so I don't care that the engines are running right now. Alright, but now that the engines are started, let's go ahead.
57 Tango Delta, New York Center, good afternoon. Cleared to the Binghamton Airport as filed. Squawk 7146.
Let's get the GPU off.
Clear to Binghamton Airport as filed 7146.
All that stuff is good.
7 Tango Delta, you're back correct. Ethic altimeter 3005.
Emergency electrical button, push in and then push out.
We'll call for taxi 57 Tango Delta.
Okay. We have to do the stall protection test, chat, so let's go ahead and do this. It's got the pusher, okay.
Papa Echo, I'm not covering Oceanic service, I'm on a unit com.
Copy that, Papa Echo checking in, flight 400.
Alright, all the test buttons are working properly. Stall protection test we just did. And takeoff data. Alright, so we got to put in some engine takeoff data. Let's see if I can get a clearance here. New York Center, Phenom 124, my Charlie on the ground at Stewart, IFR to Harrisburg. Good fixins. Thank you for the resub.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for coming in today. Appreciate the 6 months. Yeah, again, sorry for the cough. That's still kind of lingering. Wait, see if we can get a clearance here. while we're waiting for clearance. Let's take a look at this thing. I wish it said November 124 Mike Charlie on the tail, of course, chat. But I haven't had anybody custom it. I actually like this livery better than the other one I was using. This is my favorite livery with the orange. This is freaking sweet. So we're rocking this livery. I'm gonna see if I can get someone to maybe put November 124 Mike Charlie on the tail of this livery for me at some point. Hey, look, you have 3 stripes now, good fixins, for 6 months. Congratulations. Don't worry about it, man. Those things happen. You're learning. New York Center. Phenom 124 Mike Charlie.
Charlie, New York Center, clear the Harrisburg Airport via the Stewart 9 departure. Vector is weird. Maintain 3000, squawk 7125.
Clear to Harrisburg. Stewart 9 departure. Vectors weird. 3000 initial 7125 squawk. Vision. Phenom 124 Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, reback correct. The Stewart altimeter is 3006. Expect runway 9 for departure.
Expect 9 4 Mike Charlie. Oh, we got the nice long taxi then. If we're gonna on all the way down to runway 9 here at Stewart. Excuse me. Damn it. Alright, so now we're cleared as filed, so I'm going to do a couple things here real quick. Just get this plane set up for departure with the flight data, but now we got to do a flight plan. Alright, so
7 Tango Delta, runway 14.
Zoom in over here
14 via Alpha.
and stick this flight plan in, and then I've got to do my performance still. That's what I was going to do. Completely forgot to do the performance stuff, but we'll get to that. Hey, Nick Resel, thanks for coming in today. Alright, so we're cleared via the Stewart 9 departure. So here's my route, chat. Let me show you guys. We're going to do Weird Lake, Victor 93, Dummer, Victor 162, H-Wang, and then direct to Harrisburg up to 14,000.
178, fly heading
So that's the
240,
route.
vector
We're
departure.
IFR marginal here, IFR at Harrisburg, so we're definitely going to be doing some approaches in this thing. So let me go ahead and put all that in now. So we got procedure, departure, Stewart 9 off of runway 9. We'll load that.
Gear
we gotta
514,
put
right, expect
in
Dallas runway 6 approach at Keaton Road,
weird,
New York, altimeter 3017.
W-E-A-R-D. We'll enter that. Then we got
Got a
Lake,
205
Lima,
direct.
Alpha, Alpha,
Elvay.
Yankee, Kilo. Enter. We got Victor 93, so menu, load
Got a
airway.
205 heavy, proceed direct Elvay.
Victor 93
to Alva, yeah,
to Dummer. Load that. From Dummer, we got Victor 62. Victor 162, I should say, to H-Wang. We'll enter that. And then we'll go to the direct destination.
You're going to remain outside my
Delta
airspace, so just
Tango.
monitor advisory frequency at 122.
Boom. And then we'll worry about the approach and all that when we get closer. So the Fire flight plan is in there now. It's an awful lot of waypoints for such a short flight, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, and now we gotta do performance, chat. So right now, the weather at Stewart, it's 13 degrees Celsius. 13 degrees Celsius. So when we come and look over here, we're gonna do takeoff flaps 1. It's gonna be, well, they only gives us dry runway, even though the runway is wet, but we'll do anti-ice off.
Tier 150, crush tier 514, fly heading 180,
Stewart's
vector.
about, we'll go 0 feet.
Approach, set to maintain 3000.
We are about, what is our weight? We're about 7,600, so we're going to use that as our weights, chat. Alright, so temperature, what we say, 13, round up to 15, 76, right here. 104, 104, 115, and 132. So 104, 115, and 132. So right here, 104, 115, 132. So the speeds are set. We'll worry about the approach speeds when we get closer to Harrisburg. So those are good. So our speeds are set. Performance stuff is in.
205, heavy, clear direct Dixie.
We are initial altitude of 3,000, so let's go ahead and lower that to 3.
That's Dixie up to 230.
Flight director's all set the way I want it. You do the speed select up here, go right to 230, because when we go to flight level change, we're going to go to 230 knots. For the flight level change, for the climb, whenever that comes to that time, and then when we start taxiing, I'll make sure I put the flaps to 1. So I believe I've got everything I need. We're going to put the safe taxi here, down here. We're going to zoom out on this guy right here. We'll look real quick at the Stewart 9 departure. So if we look real quick, chat, Stewart 9, so we are 092 heading until 2,000 feet, and then above 2,000 feet, it's a 080 heading. So we'll start with the 092 heading. 092. And then when we get to 2,000 feet, we have to adjust the heading to 080.
57 Tango Delta short of 14 ready for departure.
And
Squawk 7 Tango Delta on
does
departure.
Porsche have any
Directing
notes about runway
VOR,
contamination?
runway
I don't know.
14 clear for takeoff.
Stewart
maintain
Airport is such a
5,000.
long runway that it's irrelevant to
Maintain
us, though.
5,000,
I got
direct
11,000
landing,
plus feet of
Binghamton
runway,
after
so I'm not
departure,
super worried about it.
57 Tango Delta.
Very nice that you're doing your first IFR cross country on Friday, Nick. Sounds like it should be fun. Might be able to change your address. Good fixings, yeah. If you can figure that out and send that to me, that'd be awesome. It's this livery is the one that I would want it on. This orange and black. So the Pop Tango Papa Victor Lima. If you could somehow make it so that it says November 124 Mike Charlie for me on that, that'd be pretty sweet. Won't lie. I think we're ready to go here. I've got everything done. Parking brake is released. The airplane's all set and ready. So let's go ahead and get moving here. My after start is complete. Yep, I'll check the flight controls real quick. Okay, that's all good. Set the flaps to 1. And we'll put our taxi light on. Feet on 124, Mike Charlie, ready to taxi at Stewart.
For Mike Charlie, runway 9er, taxi via Charlie Alpha, advise heading short.
Charlie Alpha to runway 9, feet on 4, Mike Charlie. So it is raining in real life here, chat, because I'm coming out of my home airport and it's raining outside. So
United 205,
we do have a little bit of rain going on in the sim.
All wet to at level 410.
But you can kind of hear the rain effect a
Down to
little bit.
178, set to maintain 3,000.
Descent 3,000 feet.
Not the best day in the world here today with the rain. That's okay. Gives me time to do this flight sim stuff and do a little stream for you guys this afternoon. Yep. Yeah, I just started flight stream my way to help. So let's see. Right now? Is she here? Alright, when she gets here, let me know. I'll see where I'm at.
Good day, Air China 594. Ed Kennedy, information uniform.
Might have to help my sister with something at some point here, chat.
Air China 594 Heavy, New York Center, good afternoon. Clear to the Beijing Airport, breaking 6 departure.
Sorry again. I apologize for the cough, chat.
Transition that is filed,
It's just going to be what it is. It's whatever remnants of the COVID that I have is still in the cough. This is a very long taxi we have here at Stewart. We got to go all the way down to runway 9er. Left turn all the way down taxiway Charlie, pretty much the whole length of the 2-mile long
Air
runway.
China 594 Heavy, you're back correct. Information uniform is current. Expect runway 4 left
I'm
for
going
departure.
to haul a little bit of butt on this taxi, chat.
We have info uniform 4 left for departure. Air China 594, thank you.
One second.
Down to 178, turn right, heading 310.
Turn right, heading 310, Lufthansa 178.
New York Center, this is Jazz 2765, checking in for level 330, currently 42 miles from the Rockdale VOR.
Jazz 2765, New York Center, squawk 7105.
Squawk 7105, Jazz 2765.
57 Tango Delta, radar contact, say altitude.
4,200, climbing 5,000, 57 Tango Delta.
Sky 57 Tango Delta, roger, proceed direct Binghamton VOR, maintain 5,000.
Direct Binghamton, VOR, maintain 5,000, 57 Tango Delta.
Kira 514, descend and maintain 2,000.
4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 4,2
Lufthansa 178, reduce speed to 180.
Reduce speed 180, Lufthansa 178.
Alright, chat.
Yeah,
When we taxi down to the end of the runway here, I'm gonna have to help
40 miles
my
southwest
sister,
of
my
Rockville
pregnant
VOR.
sister, with something real quick.
Cross
So
Cypher at
we're gonna
10,
park here in
maintain
just a
flight
second,
level 180.
and I'm gonna do that. And so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to step aside for 1 second to do that. But
Cross Cypher
gotta deal with the family
flight
stuff.
level 180, Jazz
So about a minute from now, I'm gonna stop up wherever I'm at here in the taxi, and then I'll be right back.
Lufthansa 178, turn right heading 010, intercept runway 4 right, localizer.
Turn right heading 010, expect runway 4 left, Lufthansa 178.
Lufthansa 178,
Alright, let me stop up
intercept
here.
the ILS for my 4 right, localizer for 4 right.
Let me give you guys a view of Stewart
Expect,
and the airplane.
Approach
Real
ALS,
quick.
runway 4 right, Lufthansa 178.
Be right back.
Care 514, turn left heading 090, intercept runway 6, localizer.
New York Center, United 2193 Heavy, request taxi north.
United 2193 Heavy. Verify squawking 7113, runway 4 left, taxi via Bravo Delta Alpha Alpha.
We've got 7113 in the box and Bravo Delta Alpha Alpha for 4 left, United 2193.
Lufthansa 178 Heavy is 10 miles. Question Lufthansa 178, you're 10 miles from Ebbie. Maintain 3000 until stopping on the localizer. Cleared ILS for my 4 right approach.
Maintain 3000 feet, establish approach ALS, runway 4 right, Lufthansa 178.
Here 514, you're 3 miles from Bings, cross Bings, set above 2000, Dandy at 1500, cleared ILS for my 6 approach. Seven Tango Delta to Bingham 10, altimeter is 3005.
0557 Tango Delta.
7 Tango Delta, expect the ILS for my 16 approach.
ILS 167 Tango Delta.
Lufthansa 178, be advised, sir, you appear to be west of the localizer. Verify turn right heading 070 to rejoin, descend and maintain 2000.
070, descend 2000 feet, Lufthansa 178.
South 1144, New York Center, I see you there. Next time give me a call on the ground. I do control the MacArthur Airport. You're going to be leaving my airspace, climbing above it here at this time, so you can just monitor advisory frequency 122.8 today.
Alright, roger that. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know you controlled it. But I appreciate it over to 1228.
Southwest 1144.
Take care.
Alright, sorry, chat.
Lufthansa 178, the candidate wind now 100 at
Had to help
13,
the Prego
runway
sister.
4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 4 right, Lufthansa 178.
Had to help the pregnant sister, chat. It's priorities. But I'm back. Let's go ahead and take the parking brake off and continue the taxi here. Excuse me. Let's get back a-rolling. Hope you have a good day, Nick Resla. Sorry I missed you there. I had to lift some things. I was physical for 5 seconds, and of course, because I had to be physical for 5 seconds, the cough is going to probably come out a little bit now. Let's continue this long taxi. Oh my god.
Pier 514, Peterborough wind variable 3, runway 6, clear to land.
Phenom 4, Mike Charlie, ready. Runway 9, Stewart.
Phenom 4, Mike Charlie. Runway 9 are cleared for takeoff. Stewart wind is 1005.
9, clear for takeoff. Phenom 124, Mike Charlie. Alright, chat.
Jack is 232 New York Center, good afternoon. Runway 9 right, clear to land for 0709er. American 170, New York Center, squawk 7107.
Let's get on out of here.
New York Center, United 2192, short of 4 left, ready to go.
Yeah, 2193, heavy, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff, wind 140 at 5.
Clear for takeoff, 4 left, United 2193.
There's V1 rotates.
090 vector Alice 16 approach, descend maintain 4000.
Positive rate, you're up.
New York Center, Blue Street, 5227.
500 feet, we'll go ahead and put the autopilot yacht amper on. And it's going to do that stupid trim thing. Bring the flaps up.
Blue Street, 5227.
Hopefully they fix that pretty soon.
134.7.
At 2,000 feet, we'll go heading 080.
American 170, your radar contact 4 miles southwest of the Woodstown VOR. Descend via the Corey 4 arrival, LaGuardia altimeter 3018.
Alright, heading 080. Phenom 124, Mike Charlie 2,000 for 3,000.
4 Mike Charlie, radar contact, climb maintain 5000.
Climb 5,000 for Mike Charlie. 5,000 set. We got our climb speed set. Can turn this off. Pick up some speed here.
United 1225, New York Center, squawk 7150.
Only about 1,000 more feet to go, so I'm going to lower the climb 1,000 feet per minute. We'll bring the power back.
4 Mike Charlie, turn left heading 280.
Left 280 for Mike Charlie. 280.
New York Center at 2193, passing 2000.
Get a nice wing view for you guys on the turn here.
Heavy radar contact, turn left heading 320 and climb maintain.
Actually, I need to watch my speed for a second.
320, 10,000,
Looks good on the outside. It really does look great. The orange livery. This is my new favorite livery for this plane. I don't know how I missed it the first time I was flying this around, but this thing is nice.
System 778, say again please.
Exit left on Foxtrot, hold short of runway 4 left.
Exit left on Foxtrot, hold short, runway 4 left, Lufthansa 178.
Attention all Kennedy aircraft information. Victor is current, the Kennedy wind 100.
Gotta get the volume right on this frickin' thing. See how that works. So we're level at 5,000 feet.
7 Tango Delta, descend maintain 3,100.
Down to 3,100.
Still attempting to get the 124 Mike Charlie on that livery, good fixins. I appreciate you.
Sky 7 Tango Delta, 2 miles from Ori, turn right heading 130, maintain 3,100 till stops the localizer, clear ILS, runway 16 approach.
Right 130, 3,100, you'll establish.
So 280 adding and 5,000 feet from now is what he gave us, chat.
Mike Charlie, clear direct lake, climb maintain 14,000.
Direct lake 14,000 for Mike Charlie. Alright, so 14,000. Let's go flight level change. And he wants us direct lake. So flight plan, lake, direct, enter nav.
United 2193, heavy direct code, climb maintain 16,000.
Direct code 16,000, United 2193.
United 1225, the squawk is 7150.
She's climbing with some juice now. To 14,000.
Cax 232, welcome to Philly International. Taxi via Sierra, November.
So we got some moisture and it's cold out, so we're gonna go ahead and turn the ice stuff on. Get all that going, since we might get a little bit of icing condition here.
Sky 7 Tango Delta, radar contact lost for 3 miles bound up for
It really is a sharp looking airplane.
70 contact the air approach down from 2018 today.
Contact your approach.
She climbs good.
New York Center, 671, flight level 210.
Delta 671, New York Center, squawk 7131.
7131.
United 1225, your radar contact, descend and maintain flight level 300.
We'll lower the climb here to 1,500 feet per minute for the rest of the way. Pick up some speed. We're coming out of the clouds and everything now. So it's going to do its little trim thing that they hopefully will fix.
Maintain level 360.
360, United 2193.
Go ahead and turn all the ice stuff off. Let's go ahead and pull this thing down so we can see our progress in the back. This thing is so cool.
Kilo, cross runway 31 left.
Holding short runway 4 left via Bravo Kilo and crossing 31 left. At channel 5
Down to 178, cross runway 4 left at Foxtrot, then turn left on Alpha.
A nice little wing view here. Gonna be 13 for 14,000 feet.
Runway 4 left on Alpha and turn left to the ramp, distance 160.
Let her pick up all the speed.
Delta 671, your radar contact 10 miles west of the Woodstown VOR. Descend via the Corey 4 arrival, LaGuardia altimeter 3016.
City, the Corey 4 arrival,
Get out at 205, radar contact lost.
7 Tango Delta 3 miles.
Leveling off here.
7 Tango Delta.
Bring the power back to cruise.
At 10, gust 20, runway 16, clear to land.
Clear to land 16, 7 Tango Delta.
Let the passengers do their thing. Alright, and we're cruising. Level off, cruising. 14,000. On our way to Harrisburg. So let's start looking at the Harrisburg information so that we can start putting in some performance numbers. So we got Harrisburg International Airport. Right now the weather at Harrisburg is wind variable at 3, 9 miles, light rain, overcast 600. So it's hard to tell which runway it's going to be, 1331 with the variable wind. I do believe we have an ILS either way. So we'll plan on an ILS approach into Harrisburg. We'll wait and see which one he gives us. And then in terms of weight and balance, 3005 for Mike Charlie. Wow, big difference in altimeter. 3005. Alright, so let's go ahead and over here. Harrisburg got the runway 3113. Both have an ILS, so we'll figure out which one he's going to give us, and we'll plan for that. What I did want to look at is well, we did all this stuff. So we'll worry about the descent here later. We got to go to the performance charts here. We'll go to the approach data, approach landing reference speed. So we're going to do approach flap 1, landing flap 3, because we got a long runway there, so we'll use the flap 3 landing. And right now our weight is 74, so we'll use the 74 pounds for planning for our V-speeds. So right here we've got flaps, so it would be 118, 115, 130, chat. 118, 115, 130. So 118 for the VAC. Our VFS is going to be 130, and the VREF is going to be 115. So those speeds are now set. We got that performance. The landing performance is taken care of. We're going to land flaps 3 instead of flaps full. We got plenty of runway. Actually, you know what? It's raining there, chat. So I lied. We're going to use full flaps. We should always use full flaps when it's raining. So I apologize. We are going to go ahead and do this with the full flap speeds. So actually what I'm looking at is 14, 14, and 30. So 14 and 14 and 30. So 114, 114 is our new speeds for the flaps full approach. So we're going to do the flaps full approach since it is wet runway, raining down there. So we'll be smart and do it like that. You said you got it, good fixins. Alright, you're going to have to then, I guess, upload the file to Google Drive and then send me a link for it on Discord. And then what I'll do is get it installed. I'll have to reset the SIM and everything, but I can do that after this flight. I can just reset the SIM and do all that. Not a huge deal.
14000. Harrisburg altimeter 3004.
Say again.
United 1225, cross lurch and maintain 14000, Harrisburg altimeter 3004.
I thought that was for us, chat, but it wasn't. It wasn't, chat. It wasn't for us. 345 on the ground speed. Not much wind over here. We only got a 4-knot headwind. You can see right here, so not super windy in these parts.
1225, do you copy for New York? Delta 671, you appear to be deviating west of the arrival. Turn right heading 090 and descend to maintain 10,000.
Okay, right 090, so maintain 9,000 at 600.
That's 090 heading descend to 10,000, 10,000.
10 at 10,000, 090 heading 600.
Speedbird 67, radar contact lost.
Takeoff Fixins, if you're able to get that to me, like I said, after I land here, what I'll do is I can reset the sim.
Got it, 12, thank you.
Put the folder in with that, reload, and then we'll have a call sign.
4 Mike Charlie, clear direct Wang.
Direct Huang for Mike Charlie. Go direct to Huang there. Trim. I hope they make that update soon for that trim glitch.
China 594 heavy, fly heading 100, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
4 left, clear takeoff, heading 100. Turn up 594.
Sent me the link. All right.
CHF 42 New York Center, good afternoon. You clear to the Aspen Airport, Teterboro 3 departure, radar vectors. Newell, that is miles.
All right, let me
2,000. And
back here, liveries.
squawk 7164.
All right, put that into the liveries. All right, that's in. Now I just have to.
CHF 42 back correct. What's your requested cruise altitude? Currently you have filed as 5,000. I would assume you want to go higher.
Why is my taskbar not coming up? There we go, on the bottom over there. Okay. All right, I put it in good fixins. I'll, like I said, when I land here, then at Westchester, I'll have to.
New York Center, United 2193, requesting about 15 minutes from the cockpit.
I'll have to redo that when I get down here to Westchester, or Harrisburg, excuse me. When I get to Harrisburg, I'll have to restart the sim, so that way I can load up with the 124 Mike Charlie livery.
We're probably going to need about 15, but if you can do the hands-off through text, then we'll be fine.
Roger, United 2193, that's approved. Just let me know when you're back.
Sounds good.
Interesting. So we're just cruising along. So
Delta
let's
671, contact New York approach 120.
take a look in the back here, see our progress. Roughly halfway there. Is my active sky working? Yes. My active sky is working, as far as I can tell. I'm looking right here, it's active. Overcast 800 feet, it's changing, updating. So yeah, I believe it is. Do you have the correct version, Foster? 7618? Because I know that they did have an update not super long ago, maybe like a month ago there was an update. So make sure you have the correct version. 7618 is the version that you should have. Is the METAR for MDT the same as real life? I have to look. Let's see. Conditions. KMDT. Visibility 9, light rain. Overcast 600. Right now, yeah. It looks like, according to active sky on my end, yeah, it should be 9 miles, light rain, overcast 600, and then when I look at active sky, that's what it's telling me that it's going to depict. So, yeah, it looks like active sky is working properly for me. Same altimeter too. Let's see. 3004. Yeah, 3004. Yep. It's showing everything on my active sky. It's showing everything the same as it is compared to what I'm looking at Sky Vector in real life for the weather.
From Mike Charlie, Allen Tunnel 73007.
07. Captain Australia, thank you for the raid with the 2 people. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today. We're in the phenomenal Phenom 300 by Aerobask. We're currently on our way to Harrisburg, Kilo Mike Delta Tango from Stewart, Kilo Sierra Whiskey Foxtrot. Old Papa DK, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
New York Center, good afternoon. Information Victor is now current from my 4 left.
Right now we're just cruising along at 14,000 feet to Harrisburg. We're getting pretty close to doing work, having to do the descent and approach. We're going to have to do an ILS. Your active sky shows clear in 30. No, mine? Yeah, that's, oh boy. So you're sure that you have the pressure 330, or, I'm sorry, you sure you have the correct version, Foster? The 7618? For Active Sky XP and all that, everything's up to date.
Hello, Washington, correction, hello, New York Center, this is UPS 675 on 590, maybe 70 miles south of,
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know why you're having that issue then, because I'm not having any issues with it. Check your, okay, so Brandon, real quick, check your weather control. Make sure you're on live weather and not historical data. Sometimes it will automatically switch to the historical weather for some reason on its own. Make sure you actually have live weather is active in this weather control section. See if that is what's causing the issue. That was it? Okay, perfect. Yeah, sometimes I've noticed that sometimes it will do that on its own for whatever reason. I don't really know why. Josh, thank you for coming in today. Hello. No problem, Brandon. Thank you for the follow, Josh. I appreciate it. You get a good look at our phenomenal Phenom right here. So our good friend Good Fixins just created a livery, this orange and black one. But apparently he put November 124 Mike Charlie on the tail for us. So when I land at Harrisburg, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the sim and load up and see if that actually worked. So that way I can actually fly with November 124 Mike Charlie on the tail there. And we'll do another, I did plan on doing another flight out of Harrisburg to somewhere. So we'll just have to reset the sim though to get that going. And then I'll figure out what the next flight's going to be here. I'm really enjoying this airplane, minus the trim glitch. So it yells trim at you a lot when it's climbing or doing turns or whatever. It really shouldn't be doing that. So that's a glitch that hopefully will get resolved with an update that they said they're going to push out pretty soon. So hopefully that is a thing. Hopefully they will push that update out and get that all squared away and fixed for us. That would be nice. So we'll see how that kind of goes.
419 New York Center, good afternoon. I'm on our left, clear for correction line up and way.
Just looking at some real world flights here. See what I'm gonna do for my next leg potentially out of Harrisburg. Find something real world that I can steal a flight plan from.
Air Shuttle 6259 New York Center, squawk 7144.
For when we get to Harrisburg. Flying on Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, I've used Microsoft Flight Sim too, but I'm really enjoying this Aerobask Phenom on XP11 since they just put it out a couple days ago. So I'm going to be arriving into Harrisburg, which is Kilo Mike Delta Tango. I've got my route here in the bottom right corner of the stream. You can see my Kilo Sierra Whiskey Foxtrot Kilo Mike Delta Tango.
Northwest to Westminster, New York, climb maintain level 230.
Climb maintain flight level 230, Shadow 6259.
And then I'm going to do another flight. Like I said, I'm going to have to reset the sim because I want to pull up the livery that my buddy Good Fixins made for me for this airplane. That he put the November 124 Mike Charlie on the tail for me. So I'll reset the sim so I can pull that up. And then after I do that, we'll fly from Harrisburg to somewhere else potentially, do another flight.
American 973 climbing through 1,200 for 5.
American 973 radar contact, climb maintain 8,000.
Up to 8 American 973.
See if we can find a good flight to do.
Another runway for Charles Bay to reef. Super Concord 2 Heavy, New York Center on request standby. American 973 clear direct route.
Direct route American 973.
Haven't really found anything that's piquing my interest just yet. Ah, that will work.
The wind is 0504, runway 1, cleared for takeoff.
Go to Penyan next. That'll probably be a good flight to do. Penyan.
Citrus
Sweet.
419.
Plan on
heading,
that. Kilo Papa Echo Oscar will be the next leg that I do out of Harrisburg. Again, we'll be resetting the sim here once I land at Harrisburg, though, to get the call sign on there. Too dumb to pass the exam on VATSIM. Oh, well, I mean, it's not super hard. You should definitely try it again when you get the chance, Josh. So that you can do some flying on VATSIM.
Air China 594, contact Boston Center 134.7 today.
134.7, Air China.
I'm assuming we're going to get a descent here pretty soon. Yeah, we already have all of our landing data speeds. All that is all set and ready to go.
For 124 Mike Charlie, descend and maintain 900,000, Harrisburg altimeter 3004, expect the ILS from 13 approach.
Down to 9,000, expect 13 ILS. Feet on 124 Mike Charlie. There it is, chat. So we'll start our descent here. Down to 9,000 and the ILS to 13. So we'll go ahead and put that in then. Approach.
1598 heavy, fly heading.
ILS to 13. We'll get vectors. Load that. And then I'm going to go ahead and really quick take a look at that approach. ILS to 13. All right. So here we go. We got frequency 110.9. I'll make sure to set that. Final approach course 128. We got an ILS of 2 lighting system. Looks like 2,500 at Enola. Final approach fix, and then on down. Weather, we should have overcast 600. We only need 200, so we should be good in terms of the ceiling and the visibility when we get down to Harrisburg. And because we're landing on 13, it'll be a left turn off to go over to the FBO. We'll go to this one right here off of Gulf, right near the terminal. So let's go ahead and put all that in now. 110.9. And the course is going to be 128. So I'm going to real quick do this. Set my course to 128.
Delta 2210, climb maintain 7380.
128. Okay, we'll put this back in the pink world so I can go back to nav. So the course and frequency are all set for the approach. Yeah, we already have our V speeds in. 114, 114, 130.
GPS 675,
Start bringing the power back so we can slow to 250 for 10,000 feet.
134.7, UPS 675, good day, bye-bye.
United 1225, you leave my airspace. Potomac approach is closed, frequency change approved, good night. For Mike Charlie, fly heading 260, vector Alps 13 approach.
Heading 260 for Mike Charlie. Heading 260, so there we go. We'll click heading. We can put our thing into green needles now. We're going to get vectors the rest of the way here. So I can do this now. I can do procedure, activate vectors to final.
Jet 482, procedure X2.
Enter. Very good. So it'll draw all that now. on our nope, on our GPS here. Again, this trim glitch is still very annoying. Hopefully they're gonna fix that soon. Just look at that. I hit 250 right at 10,000 feet, chat. It's 10 for 9. It's almost like I know how to fly planes somehow. Just magically it works. Every now and then. Gonna go ahead and declutter our map here. So now we see just the route. Leveling off at 9,000 again with the freaking trim. It'd be so nice when they get that fixed. Other than that, though, this sim is great. I really have enjoyed flying this thing. Get you a nice view outside here. I like doing these wing views too. It's like we're a passenger looking out the wing on our approach into Hattiesburg.
Expect flight level 290 for now, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 7137.
So our speeds are set, approach is briefed, we're just waiting for the vectors the rest of the way.
American 2135, reset transponder, squawk 7127, 7127. Set just 419, contact near approach.
Should probably get a descent here soon, I bet.
China Eastern 298 Heavy, proceed direct to Grecki. Direct Grecki, China Eastern 298. Exejet 482, climb maintain, flight level 400. Exejet 482, climb maintain, flight level 400. American 2135, radar contact 7 miles south of westbound VOR. Descend via Corey 4, arrival to LaGuardia, altimeter 3016. Right, down in the course 4, arrival number 316, 135. Fort Mike Charlie, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000 for my Charlie. There we go.
Jet 482, climb maintain, flight level 400. Climb maintain 400. Jet 482.
For some reason this course doesn't seem like it's right, but we'll see when we get closer here. No, I guess it's actually right. I was just looking kind of weird. 6,000 for 5,000. See if there's any update on the Harrisburg weather. No, still looking at 9 miles, light rain, overcast 600. So again, overcast 600 should be plenty for us to break out in time to see the runway. Just realized the music's probably a little on the low side. Turn the music up a little bit so we can actually hear it.
For Mike Charlie, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000 for Mike Charlie.
Super 2 rec correct. You can expect
3 set.
runway 13 right for departure, but this is taxi. Perspective.
New York Center 2193, back with you, but I assume not for long.
Yeah, 2193, kind of Cleveland Center 134.9 today.
34-9, have a good one.
Almost forgot to put the windshield heat on. Supposed to do that in the descent. Really is such a nice looking.
For Mike Charlie, turn left, heading 160 and step the localizer.
Left 160 for the localizer for Mike Charlie. 160. And he wants us to join the localizer.
Roger, let me know you're back. For Mike Charlie, 3 miles from the final approach, fix, maintain 3,000 to establish on the localizer, clear ILS 13 approach.
3 to establish cleared ILS 13 for Mike Charlie.
Sorry about the tight curve.
It's alright, we'll make it work. Blew through the loc there. So we'll make it work though. Doesn't help that I was going really fast. I shouldn't be going that fast when I'm that close to the airport. Let's get the gear down, start getting some drag on this thing. Hit approach.
American 2135, contact New York approach 120.8.
I don't think this is gonna work. Yep, the glide slope is down below us.
China Eastern 298, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Really shouldn't really be doing this, trying to dive down for it, but we're gonna give it a shot. Because we're supposed to be established already. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and try and make it work here, chat. If you want to put a landing rate guess in, now's the time. We're gonna be landing soon. Put a number in the chat, positive or negative, it means the same if you want to get a landing rate guess in. This doesn't look like it's gonna work very well, so you know what? We're gonna do this here. Let's go ahead and... There we go.
American Airlines 2552 requesting pushback.
Plane's not going to be happy. And again, you want to be, normally if this was real world, we would have already gone missed because you want to be stabilized on the approach by the time you're inside the final approach fix. But we're going to make this work here.
American 2552, pushback to
There we go. It's taking the glide. Let's get this flaps to start coming in here and start slowing down to our final approach speed. She's going to yell trim at us a ton of times until we get configured here. Flaps full. Like I said, go ahead and get your landing rate guesses in. Look at that. We just broke out of the clouds just like that. So we got configured just in time to see the runway, so we'll call it good. Again, real world, as soon as we got inside the final approach fix and we weren't stable, real life we would have gone missed, but because of its VATSIM, we was able to kind of make it work. 1-3 clear land, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie. Last call on the landing rate guesses.
Autopilot.
Turn the autopilot off and do it by hand here since we got the runway in sight. Coming into Hattiesburg, Pennsylvania. Trying to hold 114 as my ref, so I'm just a touch slow here. I'm going to try and correct that. Got to remember that this airplane really likes to float, so I got to try not to flare too much and go too far down the runway. It's a nice long runway, so it's not something we should have to worry about. This thing does stop very easily, but do my best to not float. It's a rainy, gloomy day here in Pennsylvania and New York, where I'm at too.
Blue Streak 5515 with the weather in Philly. I have Florida Lafayette. Blue Streak 5515 here, Center. Good afternoon. Clear to Lafayette Airport. Philly 2 departure. Direct is Medina. That is filed. Maintain 5000. Squawk 7122. Roger, Blue Streak 5515. Clear to Lafayette. Philly 2 departure. Radar vector is Medina. Will maintain 5000. Squawk 7122. Blue Streak 5515. 200.
Landing.
Blue Streak 5515. Right, correct. Spec from my 9 or left. Altimeter 3005. 100. Roger,
Start getting the power out, so this thing likes to float. Minus 98, not bad. This thing really does stop on a dime too. Let's get the taxi diagram up here. What are we exiting on? Looks like we're going to exit on Delta here, so we'll be able to go straight ahead. Before my Charlie's off on Delta, we'll taxi the FBO straight ahead.
For my Charlie, text straight at the ramp today.
To the ramp, for my Charlie. Thanks for the help. Go ahead and get the flaps up. Can turn the windshield heats off. Again, we can just kind of park somewhere in here is where like the FBO is, so we'll just park right over here. Not the world's greatest scenery, since it is default X-plane scenery for Harrisburg here, but we'll just park right there. Hit the parking brake. And then I'm going to do a replay, so I'm not going to worry about shutting down the engines. So what I'll do here is I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM. And we'll take a look at a replay. First things first, though, let's see what we got. I landed at minus 98, so it looks like Foster was the closest at minus 80. So nicely done. You're 18 off. Pretty good job on the guess there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. So the replay, it always shows the spoilers coming out too soon on the replay. I've noticed that with this already. You see, this thing loves to float. Nice smooth touchdown right on the center line, though. Oh yeah. Nice, very nice little landing there. All right. So what I'm going to do, chat, is because we should have a new livery now with November 124 Mike Charlie on the tail that Good Fixin's made us, we're going to quit out of X-Plane real quick. I'm going to see what we got here when we do the reset. So everything, all right, let's get X-Plane refired. Alright, new flight. Customize. We should have November 124 Mike Charlie in there. So it should be the same plane we were just flying, but with the correct thing on the tail now. Got everything set so that we now go back to Harrisburg. We'll go to the GA ramp. It looks like they want us to go over here for a GA ramp. So we'll go over here. That's fine. We will start flight, and then we'll figure out, I said I wanted to go to Penyan is where I'm going to go for my next flight. So I'm going to pull up the route that happened in the real world right here. Looks like someone did Harrisburg to Penyan. 14,000 feet, so we'll use this route. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And we'll clear this MDT while the sim is loading to KPEO, Penyan. Go ahead and put the route in, 14,000 feet. So we're looking at about a 31-minute flight. That's not bad at all. Pretty straightforward stuff. It's low visibility at Penyan too. Penyan is uncontrolled, so we'll get some uncontrolled field ops, IFR, in for you guys to see. So while the sim loads up, we'll see, hopefully this edit delivery worked for good fixins that it gave us, and we'll reconnect and we'll do another flight. Let's change the route here on the bottom. All right. So we're right back to cold and dark, which works for me. We'll go through the whole process again. We reconnect to the network. File a new flight plan so he knows what we're doing.
EasyJet 337, New York Center, request
Establish ILS 27 left, Speedbird 1. What an interesting Twitch name, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and do a few things here.
337, you cleared to the Exuma
We're
Airport.
going to close everything.
Radar vectors,
Put the GPU in.
Maintain 3,000.
Take some of the fuel out because we don't need this much fuel. Make it nice and level.
Roger, we are QV Long Island on departure, vectors to Manhattan.
That'll work. GPU is available, so we'll take it. Start turning stuff on here, so the airplane wants to do stuff.
337, correct. Expect runway 15 right for departure. Altimeter 3017.
All right. Very good.
If possible, runway 06.
Hey, look at that. November 124, Mike Charlie on the tail now.
Thank you.
I don't know if the font is exactly correct, but it'll do. It'll definitely do. So now we're actually truly in November 124, Mike Charlie. In this nice orange and black livery. That's awesome. Look at that. We are official now. Yes, sir. Looks very good. Thank you so much. Oh, look, you even did it on this thing, the November 124 Mike Charlie, too. I love that. Nice touch. Good fixings. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Much appreciated. Raphael123, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get these. Oh, is the static elements off? Can open the passenger door, I guess, for now until we're ready to start up here. Let's go ahead and call and get ourselves a clearance.
Silver Concord 2 Heavy, check transponder on squawk mode Charlie.
Center Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, clearance to Penyan.
For 4 Mike Charlie, request standby.
While we're standing by, chat, well, let's go ahead and get the altimeter 3004.
Via Alpha, November, Papa Foxtrot.
And start getting the airplane, continue to finish setting up the airplane here. So we want the hydraulic pumps open. Let's close that.
124 Mike Charlie, clear the Penyan Airport is filed, maintain 5,000, squawk 7111.
Clear to Penyan is filed, maintain 5,000, 7111 for Mike Charlie.
Feedback correct, spec 13.
For Mike Charlie. Kyle keeping it nice and easy for us. I like that. Put the belts on. Let's keep this auto. That's all good. We're auto there. Don't need any of that. Auto down here.
American 2552.
Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. Do that. The bleeds need to go to auto.
American 2552.
I think everything I need is good to go. Do the test here.
Fire.
American 2552, transfer responder.
Do a stall protection test after engine start. So we'll get to that. Alright, look at that. I think everything is where it should be now switch-wise, so let's start it up. Should probably close the passenger door.
King Air 3, November Golf 2 Alpha November is on the ground in northeast Philadelphia. I'd like to get clearance IFR. This file, please.
Alright, we'll start engine 2.
And I have the weather here also.
Done on the same font. No, don't worry about it, man. It works for me. It gets the point across. You don't have to worry about the font in that case. I'm very appreciative for you doing that. It works for me, man. Looks good. Go ahead and get the GPU out. Okay. Oh, that looks good. We can do the stall protection test now. So pull the yoke back. Pusher it goes. Very good. Alright. Don't need windshield heat or anything like that. We're all started up. Get the taxi light on. Get ready for taxi here. We're armed. That's all good. And now we gotta do our flight plan. That's what we need to do. Flight plan. So Harrisburg is our starting point, and our route was just Gaps, Selinsgrove VOR, and then the Elmira VOR. So let's go ahead and do. Don't need to worry about the departure out of here because there really isn't one. We got GAAPP. We'll enter that. And then Selinsgrove is SEG. We'll enter that. And then Elmira is ULW. We'll enter that. And then direct to Penyan PEO. We'll enter that. That's a pretty simple, straightforward flight plan. Nothing crazy about that at all. So the flight plan's in. We got to do our speeds now.
Back up on the network. I get disconnected somehow.
So takeoff, flaps 1. Getting about 1,000 feet, so we'll do the about sea level for that. So we'll go ahead and get this. We're at 74.52, so 70 between 72 and 76. We'll go with 76. The temperature is 10. So 76. We'll go with the high one. 104, 115, 132. 104, 115, and 132. Is what we have for our speeds. So those are set. We'll worry about the landing speeds again when we get closer. That all looks correct and good. Everything is closed on the outside. Good looking bird right there, no doubt. Alright, we'll get the flight director up. We'll start with heading and vertical speed. And I'll get my speed set for
American Airlines 2552 requesting to go across
230 for when we go for our flight level change. And the initial altitude is 5,000.
2552, just verify your transponder is on. So you need to transfer your transponder into the mode.
And we're a transponder. We got to do that.
Standby. You cleared across from my 31 left at Kilo.
7111. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice that was still
Perfect.
on.
I think we're all set and ready. So we'll go ahead and release the parking brake here, and we'll begin our taxi.
Delta 2210, Washington Center, closed, reach exchange approved, good night.
Phenom 124, my Charlie, ready to taxi at Harrisburg.
American Airlines 2552, transponder is on and still requesting to go across 31.
New York, exact jet 40, Tom, Nick with you. Digit 42, ready? American 2552, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, continue taxi to 4 left.
American Airlines 2552, crossing 31 now.
We're 4 Mike Charlie, runway 13, taxi via Alpha.
13 via Alpha, 4 Mike Charlie. There we go, chat. Get this flap set to 1 degree. We're gonna make a right turn here on Alpha. Taxi down to runway 13. Should be right here.
November Golf 2 Alpha, November New York Center, cleared to Teterboro Airport, is filed, maintain 3000, squawk 7136.
Golf 2 Alpha November is cleared to TWX file
Turn
3000.
the landing light on so I don't forget. And we'll make sure our takeoff config is
Hangar
okay.
2 Alpha November back correct. Expect runway 6 for departure.
Takeoff
The
okay.
off the altimeter 3008.
Come to think of it, Chad, I don't know if I did that on the first flight. I don't know if I did the takeoff config okay before taking off out of Stewart. Whoops. That's alright.
15 with Victor ready to push. 5515, pushback has approved advancement.
Nobody's perfect, Chad.
Pushback for verbal call for taxi 55.
Phenom 124, my Charlie's ready.
Runway Charlie fly, runway heading. Wind variable 3, runway 13 clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 13 clear for takeoff. Phenom 124, my Charlie. Alright, chat, let's make our way to Penyan.
42, contact Cleveland Center 134.9 at your day.
Cleveland on 134.9, expect jet 42, so long.
Runway's clear, finals clear. Clear to go. Get ourselves lined up. And we are out of here.
Beaver 175, Heavy New York Center, good afternoon. Information that Victor is current. Expect the ILS runway 4 right.
Runway heading, let me hit that heading select button.
Altimeter 3015.
80 knots. V1 rotate. V2 positive rate. Gears coming up.
Golf 2 Alpha November is ready to taxi.
Hangar 2 Alpha November, runway
We'll
6,
go ahead and
Alpha,
get the
Foxtrot
autopilot
Echo.
yacht amper on.
Runway 6 Alpha Foxtrot Echo.
Flaps
Echo.
up.
Golf 2 Alpha November.
Phenom 4, Mike Charlie 1,200, climbing 5,000.
Runway Charlie, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
14,000 for Mike Charlie. 14 is set.
Airline 2552 and runway 22
We'll bring this power back to climb.
Yeah, you are at runway 4 left.
Climb on the board.
Yeah, 4 left.
And we'll go ahead and hit
25,
flight level
50, fly heading
change for 230 knots.
10.
Let the airplane figure that out.
Runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
American Airlines 2552, leave for takeoff.
Verify the initial heading, sir, heading 100.
And just like that, we're coming through the clouds. Love that now that it says 124 Mike Charlie on the tail. I absolutely love it. She's climbing like a rocket ship.
ExecJet 337, runway 6, taxi via Whiskey Golf.
Whiskey Golf for runway 6, ExecJet 337.
Cactus 232, New York Center, good afternoon. Affiliate altimeter 3005.
Probably get a
runway
left turn on course here
outer
soon.
left, taxi via November Kilo Whiskey.
November Kilo Whiskey, 9 left.
New York Center, good afternoon, American 1026, with you climbing 14 for 15, heading 270.
American 1056, New York Center, Roger, Direct Park, climb maintain 5300.
300, direct park, American 1026.
For Mike Charlie, turn left heading 360.
360 for Mike Charlie.
Jazz 815, New York Center, squawk 7121.
360 heading. Give you guys a view in the turn here. Simcom 737, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you. We're in the Aerobask Phenom 300.
Golf 2 Alpha November is ready to go.
Golf Correction, King Air 2 Alpha November.
On our way from Harrisburg, just departed at Harrisburg, going to Penyan for leg 2 here.
Runway heading clear for takeoff. Runway 6, Golf Alpha November.
New York Blue Streak 5515.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Blue Shake 55.
Through 10,000 feet.
Left,
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the climb rate here. We'll just go 1,500 feet per minute the rest of the way up to our final destination, or final altitude.
Beaver 175, depart Rover, correction, Beaver 175, heavy. Depart Rover, intersection heading 250.
360 heading for now, waiting for further instructions. Everything about the airplane is all set. We can turn the landing light off. Go ahead and let the passengers out of their seats.
American 2552, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000.
American 2552, maintain 17.
Jazz 815, radar contact 30 miles northeast of the Phillipsburg VOR. For 4 Mike Charlie, clear direct Sealands Grove VOR.
Direct Sealings Grove, 4 Mike Charlie. So direct to Sealings Grove, and we'll nav our way. Could look at the aileron there. Yeah, that trim glitch is still kind of annoying, but once they fix that, this thing is going to be sweet. 13,000 for 14,000.
XX 337, we are ready to go, runway 6.
Alright, so we're direct Sealings Grove on our way to Penyan. Get rid of the Harrisburg stuff here. Look at the Penyan stuff.
American Airlines.
So again, Penyan, uncontrolled field. It's about 1,000 feet altitude. It's got a 119 and a 2810. We'll probably expect, because it's a long runway, we'll expect the 119.
Negative.
We got an RNAV to either one, so we're going to be doing an RNAV approach into either one, because I believe the weather there is still a bit marginal. Yep, overcast 1,700, so we'll plan wind 170, so we'll plan RNAV to 19.
Zebra 175, heavy fly heading 240 to center maintain 5,000.
Alright, so we'll get this plugged in and start looking at that. 4,000 a waffle, new fix 2,600, then on down. Might have to do the full approach with the procedure turn off of waffle, since we're coming from the south going this way, so that'll be interesting. Maybe we'll do that full procedure turn potentially. We'll see what the air traffic controller decides to give us, assuming there's a controller still online by the time we get to Penyan. So we'll take a look at that when we get a little bit closer. That's going to be the plan. So let's go ahead, and we're level at cruise. We got our cruise power set. On our way to Sealings Grove.
Clear direct Silver up to 7,000, 2 Mike Echo.
Active Sky's doing a little weather update. There we go. Let's go ahead and declutter the map here.
337, ready to go.
Put the next red on, just so it looks. You can see there's a little bit of rain and stuff, but we're not worried about that. So procedure, select approach. We'll load the RNAV to 19, and we said we're going to do it right from Woeful, which means we'll probably have the procedure turn. Full I course reversal, yes, we'll put that in there. The minimums are LNAV only 1,401, so 1,400. So we'll go ahead and turn the barrel on 1,400 feet.
I apologize. I sent you the standby and I didn't send you the. It's going to be right now.
1,400 feet. We'll enter that, and we'll load that. So 501 is really what we need, and it's broken at 1,700, so we should be perfectly fine. I purchased Active Sky a while back, but I haven't used it yet. Oh, you should definitely use Active Sky if you're using XP11. It is great. Active Sky is the only way to truly get the real weather in the sim. 124 Mike Charlie, Phenom. Looking good in black and orange. This is definitely my favorite livery of the ones that they give you for this. I'm a big fan of the color orange, so kind of makes sense. go ahead and pull our little thingies down here so our passengers can see that we are on our way to Penyan. We're at our cruise altitude of 14,000 feet.
Jet 1876, radar contact 8 miles south of County, maintain level 340.
Cruising along.
Super Concord 2, New York Center, radar
So what I
contact,
like
climb
about
maintain
this
11
chat is that it's very
direct
detailed.
escape.
So not only do you have that right here, all these window shades work. You got these tables work.
Jet 337, radar contact, climb maintain 7,000 and turn right heading
Got a
150.
little iPad on the table, a little cup of coffee.
150, up to 7,000, exit jet
And then if we go back here into the lav,
November contact near approach,
the door opens to the lav. Look, there's even a little window in here. You can open up. Done doing your business, you can flush.
The other side of the runway. You ready to go?
And then you can actually wash your hands. And then I like this. There's a little Easter egg in here. I guess Aerobask is going to be working on a Falcon 8X, so they got a little sneak peek that they hid in the drawer there. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a nice airplane to get from them. If it's anything like the quality of this thing, that'll be worth getting without a doubt. Close the lav door since we're done using that. We can work our way towards the front of the jet here. Got the New York Times sitting there. You got our little bench seat right here. Of course, the door. None of these open up. It'd be cool if they did it so that there was like stuff inside here, like catering or other stuff. You can actually open these. Got some wine glasses, everything. But just a nice amount of detail that they've put into the sim, both on the interior and exterior stuff that functions. And then obviously it flies and functions as it should. Minus that little trim glitch that they apparently are going to be fixing with a hot fix here pretty soon. So nice little, nice payware from Aerobask. It's worth every penny of the $45 that it costs, chat, to get this payware Phenom 300. So I definitely would recommend spending the $45 to get it. Minus the trim glitch. Like I said, they're planning on fixing that soon, though. Give you some wing view as we're cruising along here while I take a look at my phone, which you never want to do that in real life when you're flying, chat, just so you know.
Jet 337, climb maintain 900,000.
Up to 900,000, exit jet 337.
New York Center, American 501, descending control 240, cross County, level 600. American 501, New York Center, runner.
New York Center, Skyline 5968 with UD6, 120.
Scott 5968, New York Center, runner. Blue Streak 5515, short 9 right. Blue Streak 5515, over my 9 left, line up and wing. Line up and wait, Blue Streak 5515. Jet 337, climb maintain 15,000.
Roger, up to 15,000, exit jet 337.
Spirit Concord 2, heavy, climb maintain 51900. Spirit 175, heavy, turn right, heading 290, descend to maintain 3,000. Right, 290, zero, descent, it's awesome. Good response, 75.
JetBlue 353 has information Victor requesting clearance to Boston.
Jet 353 on quest, standby.
Stand by.
Cruising right along here. Love this thing. This thing is beautiful.
XP11 radar contact, turn left, direct mode, Dina, climb maintain 10,000.
Left red Dina, climb maintain 10,000. Yeah, correct. 35, 81, 5, 3,
35, 81, New York Center, Roger. Take 5515, fly, room heading, room 9 left, straight for takeoff.
Go ahead and get you guys some more passenger wing view while we're cruising along on our way to Penn.
Fly heading 220, vectors for your climb.
Roger, heading 220, EasyJet 3 to the south.
Scott 5968, traffic 2 o'clock, 13 miles southeast bound, leveling at Southern 190 the Concord, expect level clearing.
5968.
American 501, clear direct. Riggs. Unable to direct at this time, back to continuing course, American 501. American 501, roger.
Someone's trying to manage their fuel by staying on course instead of getting shortcut.
Sure, Concord 2, traffic 9 o'clock, 7 miles southwestbound, 1,000 feet above the CRJ. Jet 337, climb maintain 17,000.
Up to 17,000, EasyJet 3 to the south.
Not much going on right now while we're at cruise. We've already talked about the RNAV into Penn. We're going to be doing most likely the full procedure turn, so it'll get entertaining when we get a little bit closer to our destination here.
175, heavy turn right, heading 010, intercept at 4 right, localizer. Right, 010, intercept localizer, up to speed, that's 175. New York Center. KLM 644 heavy, runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha, Kilo across, runway 31 left. 4 Mike Charlie, Williams, port altimeter 3014.
3014, thank you. Oh, big difference in altimeter, 3014.
New York Center, Breaker 5098 with you, 270.
Airplane's going to say trim, of course, to correct itself, whatever.
Super Concord 2, climb maintain level 290.
So yeah, Penn Yan, it's 2997, so yeah, it's quite a big difference with the altimeters. So actually, the altimeter is, I don't know where he's getting his weather from, but right now the altimeter is 3002 at Williamsport, so I'm going to set that. I don't know where he's getting that information from, but it appears that it's outdated. At Penn Yan, that makes more sense at 002 versus 14. That was a big difference. That makes more sense, especially if Penn Yan's going to be 2997 on the altimeter.
Jet 337, climb maintain, level 230.
Up to 230, EasyJet 337. JetBlue 353, requesting push and start.
353, pushback is at your discretion, advise ready for taxi.
Push and start, our discretion will call you for taxi, JetBlue 353.
Super 175 heavy, 9 miles from Ebby, maintain 3000 till established on the local line for third ILS from my 4 right approach. Roger, clear ILS, 4 right, get this done, stand fine. Push 5515, proceed direct mode, DNI, do not exceed 250 knots, still bad. Blue Shake 5515, proceed direct mode, DNI VOR, do not exceed 250 knots, still advance. American 501, cross Briggs at maintain 14,000. The McGuire, altimeter 3008. Cross break, set maintain 14,000. Blue Shake 55.
Thanks for coming in today, everybody that's watching. I hope you're enjoying the Phenom 300 action that I'm providing for you. As we're cruising our way up to Penn Yan from Harrisburg here.
KLM 644 heavy, check transponder.
Looks like we're more than halfway there, according to our little tracker. Should make sense, we're getting pretty close to the Elmira VOR. Not too far from Elmira to get to Penn Yan. I don't remember if Penn Yan is under Cleveland Center or New York Center. Let's see. Cleveland Center.
175 heavy, wind 1.
Oh no, it'll be Elmira approach and departure at Cleveland Center only if that was offline. So I think we're going to be staying with our buddy Kyle here all the way in. If that's the case, since Elmira technically covers it. So that's good to know.
American Airlines 2552. Sorry, my network just crashed. I rejoined. Was that alright?
American 2552, climb maintain flight level 190 and proceed direct Candor.
Proceeding to Kansas.
And climb maintain flight level 190.
That's 19,000, right? I'm sorry, I'm just starting to learn it. I am not the best at, like, altitude, so.
American 2552 affirmative.
Alrighty, thank you.
Cactus 236, climb maintain flight level 280.
Let's see, still very overcast. A lot of overcast skies the whole way today. For the flying that we're doing here up in New York area, New York, Pennsylvania area. But our plane's handling it like a champ.
Maintain 14,000, McGuire altimeter 3008.
Skywest 5968.
Scott 5968, free back to clearance, Rigger 14,000.
14,000, Skywest 5968.
Jet 337, climb maintain level 400.
Finally, climb to 400, exit jet 337.
Silver Concorde 2, climb maintain level 370.
To see about maybe doing even another flight after Penn Yan, chat. Feeling good. Feeling good. It's time 3:14. Yeah, I got plenty of time. To potentially do one more quick hop. Just take a look at some flights out of Penn Yan in the real world and see if there's anything of interest. Gotta imagine it's probably not a super busy airport in real world right now.
Spec Island Victor 9 right.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. We could go to 1 Bravo 1, which is Columbia County. That would be another quick hop. Yeah, we might do that, actually. Do one more leg. We'll go from Penn Yan to 1 Bravo 1. I think that'll be fun to do. Boston Center is online, too. Hopefully they'll stay on, because then we'll have ATC over to 1 Bravo 1. That'd be kind of neat.
Spirit Concorde 2.
Working on V2, I'll let you decide which one you... I appreciate that, Good Fixins. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, man. It's not necessary, but it is very much appreciated.
Jet 337, clear direct Wick.
Direct Wick, exit jet 337.
JetBlue 353, ready for taxi.
JetBlue 353, runway 4 left, taxi via Bravo Kilo, cross runway 31 left.
4 left, taxiways Bravo Kilo, cross 31 left, JetBlue 353.
For Mike Charlie, descend maintain 10,000, the Elmira altimeter. Yep, the Elmira altimeter is 29,990.
2,999 down to 10,10,000 feet on 4 Mike Charlie. 2,999 sounds right. 2,999. It's gonna be 9.7 when we get to Penn Yan. All right, so we are.
Actually, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 5,000.
PD 5,000 for Mike Charlie. So we'll go down to 5.
Down 644 Heavy, fly heading 100.
We'll only go at 1,000 feet a minute so we can keep our speed up here for the time being.
Sabre 175 Heavy, welcome to Kennedy. Taxi via Echo, hold short remaining 4 laps. Taxi via Echo, hold short, 4 laps. Wish 5515, turn left heading.
Actually, we're only 5 minutes away from our destination, so let's go ahead and get that
Left 150.
descent rate going.
Wish 5515, when able to the nature of emergency and how many souls you have on board fuel ready. Wish 5515, autopilot will not stay engaged for more than 1 second. We have 64 souls on board, and get the fuel in a second. Wish 5515, money. Cactus 232, climb maintain flight with 340. Blue Street 5515, 9,915 pounds of fuel on board. Big Street 5515 ready. American 501 cross, IROC at 900,000, Philadelphia altimeter 3004. Expect the ILS Victor 9 right approach. Expect the ILS 90 right.
Coming through a little bit of cloud here. Let's go ahead and get the windshield heats on. We are in icy conditions too, so let's go ahead and turn on our ice while we're coming through here. At least until our outside air temperature starts to come up. Just gotta start slowing down here to 250 below 10.
American 2 calling New York South static. American 1056, contact Washington, center 133.72.
Oh, I did not get my speed jet, chat. Whoops, that's something that I need to do. Oh boy. Alright, let's get speeds here for landing. It's going to be a flaps full landing again. Hang on 1 second, chat. We'll get there in a second. Oh boy. Alright, get our descent rate down now.
Turn left heading 250.
Alright, so real quick, flaps, full landing. We're going to be landing at 7,200 pounds, 12, 12, 28.
American 2, your microphone is muted. Please fix your microphone, then try to call again.
Alright, so our speeds are set, so we've got that going for us now. I just set the speeds right here, chat, just so you guys can see.
For Mike Charlie, the weather notice the pen, yeah, let me know the approach you'd like.
For Mike Charlie, we have the weather. We'd like to do the RNAV to 19.
For Mike Charlie, roger, clear echo, Evo for the RNAV 19 approach.
Alright, direct Ojivo for the RNAV 19. Phenom for Mike Charlie. Alright, so he wants us to do it. We have to change it then, chat, because he wants us to do it off of Ojivo. So Ojivo, we'll enter that. We'll load that. And then we'll go direct to Ojivo.
Wish 5515, instead of maintain 3,000, fly your present heading, maintain 3,000.
For the RNAV, off of Ojivo.
Third ILS Victor 9 red approach.
We can go ahead and take the ice off except for the windshield. So instead of doing the full procedure turn, we'll go from Ojivo and we'll come out over here and then we'll just do the approach in. Easy peasy.
American 2552. I am having trouble with my map. I can never figure out how to direct me to, what was it, Candor you said? But if you could give me different headings to get to, like, the way, that could help.
American 2552, just fly your present heading for now and climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climbing to maintain flight level 320.
Scout 5968 cross IROC to maintain 900,000, affiliate altimeter 3003, expect the ILS Victor
6,000 for 5,000.
Scout 5968 cross IROC at 900,000, Philadelphia altimeter 3003. expect ILS Victor 9 right approach.
Rock 9000 and 09 right approach for Philly. Thanks, Scott.
A little bit bouncy here in the descent. You can see the wing flexing with turbulence there. That's pretty neat
American
to
2
see.
New York Center radar contact cross Geno way to maintain level 230.
Just took off out of Harrisburg, Sean, and we're going to Penyan right now out of Harrisburg.
New York Blue Streak 5581 radar contact.
Cancel emergency at this time. We fixed the issue. Like to continue to Lafayette.
Blue Streak 5515, roger. Turn left heading 270 and climb maintain level 230 for now.
Climb maintain flight
Jackson Hole, Jackson Hole. Not today. I'm in X-Plane, so it's not going to look as good as Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 would for Jackson Hole there, Sean. That's the problem.
Right turn 270, Blue Streak 5515.
Even with the Ortho XP Jackson Hole, it's not going to look as good in X-Plane 11 as it would in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020.
Brickyard 5098 cross break discretion descend to maintain 14,000. The required altimeter 3008.
Break 14,000, 5098.
KLM 644 heavy radar contact. Turn left heading 360, climb maintain 17 down.
360, climb 17 down.
Sounds good, good fixins. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Oscar Yankee Kilo Lima Charlie New York Center, proceed direct Merritt, climb maintain 17,000. Oscar Lima Charlie, Oscar Yankee Kilo Lima Charlie, proceed direct Merritt. American 501, descend to maintain 8,000. Descend to maintain 8,000, American 501. Speed response on 5 degrees, continue taxi. 3175, cross runway 318 and turn left on Alpha to the ramp.
KR 5098, late descent. We're not going to make that crossing restriction. As a matter of fact, we're past Greg Briggs now.
Brickyard 5098, the descent instruction was just to descend to 14,000. You can now cross IROC that to maintain 900,000. The Philadelphia altimeter is 3003.
It will cross High Rock at 900,000 for Brickyard 5098.
Cactus 232, contact Cleveland Center 134.9. Cactus 232, contact Cleveland Center 134.9.
249, get to 232, thank you, Steve.
Jet 337, contact Washington Center 133.72. Good day.
133.72, 337, CR, thank you.
Brickyard 5098, expect the ILS Victor 9 right approach. Philly altimeter again 3003.
The ILS 9er, and we want, we're crossing Zulu.
Brickyard 5098, Roger, you can plan the Zulu 9 right for now.
Thank you, 5098.
And for Phenom 124, Mike Charlie, we clear for the approach.
4 Mike Charlie, cross Wolfville at above 4,000, clear straight in RNAV 1 other approach.
Cleared RNAV 19er. Phenom 124, Mike Charlie.
American 849, New York City, running. KLM 644, heavy, proceed direct.
4,000 feet for now, chat. Well, Wolfville, and then after Wolfville, it'll be Newfixo at 2,700 or 2,600, and then dead on down for the LNAV. There is no LPV on this, so we're going to do it manually with the altitudes.
KLM 644 heavy, proceed direct Merritt.
Proceed direct KLM 644.
So 2,600 will be our next
Oscar
altitude.
Yankee, Kilo Lima Charlie, contact Boston Center 134.7. Good day.
134.7.
New York Center, good evening, 9795, can you maintaining 10,000 heading 270?
United 795, New York Center, good afternoon. Proceed direct Big E, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
There's a third of 2 Biggie, 9795.
JetBlue 1876, descend and maintain, flight level 270. Down on flight level
Not exactly getting the correct weather here for Penyan. I think it's pulling a different station right now.
flight level 280.
See if I can get it to get
Okay,
the
there are
right.
multiple aircraft going at once.
Should be overcast 1,700, but it's giving me scattered 2,900. That's fine. Keep doing the full approach as it were. All right, we can go down now 2,600.
Okay, who else is calling?
JetBlue 353 is ready to go, 4 left.
JetBlue 353.
For
flight
Nuxfo,
heading
which is our
100,
final approach
runway 4
fix.
left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 100, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 353.
Getting nice and low here.
5055 is with 9,000.
So 9.7 is what we want for altimeter.
Afternoon, Philly altimeter is 3003. Expect the ILS Victor.
Definitely a little windy up here, according to ActiveSky. We're getting knocked around here a bit.
ILS 17 Victor and maintain 9,000, blue sheet 5055.
American 501, descend and maintain 6,000. 6,000, American 501. New York Blue Streak 5515, still 1 up on 270. Blue Streak 5515, climb maintain, flight level 380.
So we're not quite getting any correct weather, but let's go ahead and put the gear down, start slowing up here.
Change your flight plan like they would do in the real world back to Philly, because that's how you were diverting to the airport.
And after Nuxfo, it'll be down to 1,400 feet for the minimums.
Delta 1298, New York City, roger.
So 180 for flaps 1.
Report Mike Charlie, new traffic is there between you and the Panyan Airport. Report cancellation of IFR misapproach on this frequency in the air on the ground. Change to advisory.
Free change approved. We'll give you a call for Mike Charlie. Alright, so we'll go to Unicom. Panyan traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie is RNAV, runway 19, about a 5-mile final. Panyan traffic. Alright, let's go ahead and get our descent going for 1,400. I don't know what happened to the music here. And with the flaps full. Again, ActiveSky didn't really give us the weather we were looking for here. So I guess we're already kind of field in sight. So we can cancel.
Being 080 vectors final, blue sheet 1555.
Blue Streak, correction, Brickyard.
Oh, getting slow here. Whee!
New York City, American 501, say again, sorry.
My best approach here.
Speed 210, then descend and maintain 4,000. 2,000, I'm sorry. Say that one more time. American 501, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 4,000.
Landing rate predictions, now's the time. Thank you for reminding me there, Snow Skiers. It's not my best approach. It's a little bit breezy right now.
8,000, 5098.
Center, Phenom 4 Mike Charlie, cancel IFR.
For Mike Charlie, IFR cancellation, receive frequency change approved today.
Panyan traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, about a 2-mile final.
Trim. Autopilot minimums.
We're at the minimums, runway in sight. We'll continue with the landing. Get the autopilot off. This is not the best approach that I've done so far.
500.
It's breezy though. You can tell I'm getting whipped around here apparently.
400.
Coming in high.
200.
Woo. Alright, let's get the power out here. Somehow managed to do a minus 49 feet per minute landing. Not exactly the cleanest approach, but we're on the ground. It's gonna make Jetslinger the closest. Again, not exactly my best work, but a decent landing in the end, and we're here, and we're on the ground. We didn't die, so that's something. Oh, this thing loves to float. That's just the airplane just loves to float. It really, really does. Penyan traffic. Phenom 124 Mike Charlie is clear of runway 19 taxi into the ramp. Penyan traffic. So this taxiway is just this tight in real life as it is in the sim. I remember being in here in the beach jet one time when I was working the charter job, and I was like, I don't know if we're gonna hit the freaking taxiway lights or not, because the taxiways were just so tight at this airport when we flew in and out of here, but we managed to make it work. So we'll taxi over to the ramp over here. Go ahead and turn our windshield heats off. We already put our flaps up. What are you guys thinking, chat? You guys want to see me do one more leg here? In this Phenom? Figure I'd do Penyan to Columbia County 1 Bravo 1. If you guys would be at all interested in that. Park over here in this nice little ramp area. Park nice and close to the taxiway, since we are going to do, I think, one more leg here before signing out. I'm not even going to turn the engines off, chat. We're going to keep everything running. We're going to keep everything running here. I'm just going to go ahead and set the parking brake. Yeah, let's go ahead and just leave everything running and set up for a new flight. That's what we're gonna do here. So let's go menu, flight plan menu, delete. I like how it doesn't even have the correct airport. It doesn't even show us at Penyan. So KP. I don't know why I'm using the thing. I could use this. Alright, so Penyan to RKA is the only VOR that we need to Columbia County. So KPEO-1 Bravo 1 RKA. Takes us about 30 minutes, it's saying, roughly. And we'll go 15,000 feet, so this is what it's going to look like. Simple takeoff. What is the Rockdale VOR, and then direct to Columbia County, so we'll do that. So let's go ahead and put in a new flight plan here. 1 Bravo 1 RKA. We'll do it at 15,000 feet. And we'll file that. And we'll talk to center and get a clearance.
4,000.
4,000, blue sheet 5055.
Blue sheet 5055, turn left heading 350.
And good fixins, I appreciate you sending me another version, but I'll wait until after I'm off stream to download that second one. We're good with the 124 Mike Charlie right now. Since we're going to do this. One more leg. PEO to 1 Bravo 1. Hey, get faded, Eric. Good to see you, my bud. So I'm actually home now because I had COVID-19 when I was down in Dallas for training there. Get faded. So I'm recovered now. I'm back home. I got the rest of the week off before I fly back down to restart my training on Monday, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But I'm good now after my bout. It was pretty rough for a few days there, but Center Phenom 1249 Charlie on the ground at Penn Like IFR clearance to Columbia County.
Well, Mike Charlie request standby.
New York Center, Delta.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was real.
With you at 10,000 feet,
Posted a
climbing
GIF and flights.
10,000.
Okay, let me see.
Delta 235, New York Center, good afternoon. Proceed direct Merritt, climb maintain 17,000.
Proceed direct Merritt, climb maintain
Yeah, I think
17,000.
version 2 is definitely a lot better. Good fixins.
JetBlue 353, flighting 330, vectors from spacing.
Absolutely. So once I'm done streaming, I'll install version 2, and we'll use that one down the road in the future. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Vectors for space.
Definitely looks a lot better. Thank you.
American 2, expect ILS from my 4 right approach.
I appreciate that work. And we're just waiting for clearance here. Keep the airplane running because we got plenty of gas.
Maintain 180 knots, flighting 060 on the localizer.
060 for the localizer, 180 knots. Sky was 5968.
Blue Shake 5055, reduce speed to 210.
Speed 210, Blue Sheep 5065.
Blue Shake 5103, squawk 7165.
7165, Blue Streak 5103.
Hopefully Boston Center stays online because we're going to be talking to him going to Columbia County. Be nice to have ATC all the way.
Delta 1298, crest Jenna, wet and maintain Pebble 230.
Sorry, Keno 230.
Affirmative.
Delta 1298, roger.
Blue Shake 55,
Just
50,
wait for
contact
clearance.
Center 134.9, good day.
134.9, Blue Streak 5515, we'll see you.
Regard 5098, reduce speed to 180 and flighting 350.
350 at 5098 and say 180 for the heading.
Negative 180 on the speed and 350 on the heading.
350, 180 speed.
Giving you guys a nice view outside while we're
Gulf
waiting.
968, you're 4 miles from Asoshi, maintain 4,000 till stops at the localizer. Clear to ILS Victor from a 90 right approach. Maintain 180 knots until Kelly.
180 knots to Kelly, and we're cleared for the ILS.
Blue Shake 5055, descend to maintain 3,000.
3,000, Blue Sheep 5065.
Gonna get myself a little screenshot here.
Blue
While,
Shake 5103, descend
while
to
I'm
maintain
waiting.
Featherable 220.
To maintain Pebble 220, Blue Streak 5103.
American 50, welcome to Philadelphia. Taxi via Sierra, November, hold short of my 9 or left. Sierra, November, hold short of 9 or left. Brickyard 5098, fighting 060 and accept the local line.
Yeah, I've got the connection issue resolved. Looks like Spectrum's got that all sorted out because I haven't had any issues for a while. So we're all
JetBlue
good.
353, your transponder appears to be inoperative. You're not getting any emergency. We're not receiving any emergency. Verify your squawking altitude.
Yes, sir. Absolutely good.
JetBlue 353A firm.
Brickyard 5098, you're 6 miles from Asoshi.
Yeah, I've discovered the tablet, Chase Smitty. I haven't really used it. I don't really need to use it for anything, but I do know that the tablet is there.
Maintain 170 knots until
It is a
Kelly.
nice little tool.
Maintain 170 Kelly. We're cleared for the ILS 9er right at 4,000, 5098.
Blue Shake 5055, turn right heading 100.
I guess while I'm waiting for him to give us a clearance chat, we can work on our speeds.
4 Mike Charlie, clear to the Columbia County Airport. It's filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect 15,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 7174 and hold for release.
Alright, we're cleared to Columbia County, as filed, 5,000 initial, 15 and 10, departure with you, 7174, hold for release, Phenom 124, Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, back correct. You can advise this frequency number 1 for departure. The runway change to advise this.
4 Mike Charlie, thank you. Alright, let's get our speeds going here. So we can switch to Unicom for the time being until we're ready for departure. We'll get rid of the hold for release, so we'll turn him off for a second. Takeoff at 1,000 feet. Because we're at 1,000 feet here. The temperature was... What was the temperature here? It is 15 degrees. Alright, so 15 degrees, and we're at 7,200 pounds. So right here, 3, 14, and 28. 3, 14, and 28. So 103, 14, and 128. That's where, yep, 7,200 pounds mass pretty much right there. Good. So our speeds, 3, 14, 28 are set. And we're cleared as filed, so we just need to go RKA, enter, and then to 1 Bravo 1, 1B1, enter that. That's it. That's our entire route right there. Starting out with the initial of 5,000. 5,000 is set. The altimeter's still good, so everything looks to be all set and ready to go. So we'll taxi on out on our own accord here to runway 19er, and then we'll get him to get us clearance when we're ready to go number 1 at the end of the runway. The airplane is all set. Go flaps 1 for the takeoff. Penyon traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, taxi to runway 19, Penyon. Do our takeoff config check.
Takeoff. Okay.
They don't want to be moving because these taxiways are so small. Which does take a little oomph to get going in terms of the taxi. Alright, let's go back to the center here and get our clearance. And get our release rather.
5055, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Clear to ILS Victor, runway 17 approach.
Maintain 2000 until fully established on the ILS. Clear to ILS runway 17 Victor, Blue Shake 5055.
Blue Shake 5103 to set and maintain for level 180.
So maintain for level 180, Blue String 5103.
Center, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie on the ground at Penyon, number 1, runway 19, ready for departure.
Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, upon entering controlled airspace, proceed direct Rockdale via wide, release for departure, advise this frequency airborne. Clearance is boarded, it's not off in 10 minutes.
Alright, upon departure, direct to Rockdale, give you a call airborne, and we got 10 minutes for 4 Mike Charlie. Talk to you in a bit.
New York, good afternoon.
Penyon traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie is departing runway 19er to the southeast. Penyon traffic. So it's going to be pretty much direct to RK, to direct to Rockdale on the departure here. So we'll start at least on runway heading, and then I'll get it to nav as soon as we get up. We'll go ahead and take off. Interesting that it's not giving us takeoff. I guess the airplane didn't get a full reset here for what we're doing. But we know that our rotation speed is 112, so we want to rotate. Positive rate, gear up. We can go ahead and get the flaps up as well. We'll go ahead and turn the autopilot on. And we'll go direct to our Rockdale. We'll get the nav going.
Trim.
It's going to yell at us for trim like it always does. Penyon traffic, Phenom's departing the area, last call. Penyon.
Got 2968 cross from 9 left at Tango, taxi via Kilo. And then, just text via Kilo, Rep. You can enter your discretion if you like.
Alright, we're clear to cross 9 left and taxi via
Center, Phenom 124, Mike Charlie, 3000, climbing 5000, direct Rockdale.
Trim.
For Mike Charlie, stand by for radar identification. United 795, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Washington Center.
Lower the climb rate here while we're waiting.
Trim.
American 2, descend and maintain 8,000.
Can't wait for them to fix that trim glitch.
Brickyard 5098, clear the active Yankee for the rest.
Brickyard 5098, taxi via Yankee Juliet to the ramp tonight.
Okay, Yankee Juliet, have a good night.
4000 for
Delta
5000.
1298, expect ILS from my 4 right approach. Information, Victor's current. Correction, Whiskey is current for Kennedy. Delta 1298 with my apologies. Information, Whiskey is current. JetBlue 353, contact the Boston Center 134.7 today.
134.7, have a good day.
134.7 is going to be our next
Go up with
frequency.
311, cross news, had to maintain level 270.
Trim. Damn, someone got the emoji for that quick if they didn't have it
American
already.
2552, fly heading 28.
Julian Silva, thank you for coming in today. Good to see you, sir.
American 2552, flight level 280.
Level in at 5000.
Negative. Fly heading 280.
Oh, heading 8280.
Still waiting for the radar contact.
American 2, turn right heading 240 and is going to maintain 5,000. American 2, turn right heading 240 and is going to maintain 5,000.
Good to see you, Julian Silva. We're in our beautiful Phenom 300 Aerobask.
Copa 874, depart Cameron heading 040, vectors ILS 4 red approach.
Depart Cameron, heading 040, Copa 874.
I don't think he forgot about me. I think he's just busy.
Number 4952, Hotel Bravo, ready to taxi. Number 4952, runway 4 left, taxi via Hotel Bravo, Alpha, Kilo, cross runway 31 left. Hotel Bravo, Alpha, Kilo, cross 31 left, and over 4952.
American 5 full still standing by, New York Center.
Phenom 124, Mike Charlie 5000.
For Mike Charlie, squawk 7110.
7110, Roger. Flash them. It's having a hard time getting us identified.
For Mike Charlie, radar contact 18 miles east of Penyan, and clear direct Rockdale, climbing take 15,000, ISCA altimeter. Let's go with Elmira, altimeter is 2999.
Alright, 15,000 direct Rockdale, 2999ers. Phenom 4, Mike Charlie. There we go,
Contact
chat.
Potomac approach 119.85.
Trim.
Let's get that climb going.
5 West Street 5103 today.
She's gonna yell trim at me a lot once she gets herself stabilized in the climb.
Copa 874, maintaining 11,000.
Copa 874, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, Copa 874.
American 2, descend and maintain 3,000.
Trim.
Now she's climbing like the rocket ship that she is. Go, baby, go.
Area 74
49 request.
Looks
standby.
so good. Oh, that spy has stopped working, it looks like. That's annoying. Through 10. Gonna lower our climb here a little bit, go vertical speed through 10,000 feet now. She's gonna yell trim a couple times as she gets herself stabilized. I cannot wait until they figure out that glitch and get an update for us. That'll really make this airplane perfect. Passengers get a nice little look out of our left wing here.
For
As
Mike
we
Charlie, contact Boston Center 134.7, good day.
347 for Mike Charlie. Thanks, Kyle.
Center F14 0 County Line.
Boston Center, good afternoon. Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, 12.5 for 15,000.
124 Mike Charlie, Boston Center, welcome to Syracuse, altimeter 3000.
3000. 3000.
Number 137 Kilo Delta, the Bradley, altimeter 3016. 3016, 137 Kilo Delta.
Let's go ahead and reduce our vertical speed here to about 1,000 feet per minute for the last 1,000 feet in just a second. Right about meow.
Skyway 717, contact Washington Center 133.72, navigating. Contact Washington Center, see you.
We're on our way once again.
The Aerobask Phenom,
1 Bravo 1 will be our final stop for this afternoon for our flying, so about another half an hour. We'll be rolling on the stream, get a landing into 1 Bravo 1 before we call it good in our Phenom this afternoon. Again, thank you for coming in today, everybody who's been watching. Appreciate you guys stopping by as always. I hope you guys are enjoying the show that I've got for you so far. See if I can get one more decent landing in this thing today for you guys. Leveling at 15,000. We'll bring our speed back to our cruise power setting. There it is, cruise.
Yep, 425, contact New York Center 125.32, navigating. 253,
We're on the way. Alright, let's take a look at some airport information for Columbia County here. 1 Bravo 1. Another uncontrolled field, and we got a 3 and 2-1 is the runways here. In terms of approaches, again, it's just RNAV to 3 and 2-1. So RNAV approach, we'll probably expect, I don't know what the weather is looking like over in that area. Looks like the ceilings are pretty high in this area, so we could probably expect a visual approach. We'll back it up with the RNAV, but we'll expect a visual approach to either 2-1 or 3. I'm going to bet runway 2-1 with the winds that I'm looking at some of the nearby facilities there. So we'll probably... plan on a visual to runway 21 over at Columbia County, 1 Bravo 1. We'll take a look and see what the winds are, at least on active sky, are showing when we get a little bit closer before we make a final decision on that, though. Oh, looks like VATSIM is working again now. Boston Center doesn't sound too busy on this Wednesday afternoon. Getting towards the evening here. Good view, nice right above the clouds here. Should probably take a look and see what our landing speeds are going to be. So we'll go ahead and pull out the performance chart here real quick. Okay, we're going to do flaps full for the shorter runway at the uncontrolled field here. So flaps full, wing and stab off for the anti-ice. We'll take a look at the chart. We're going to be, what is our weight going to be? By the time we get there, probably be about 6,800 pounds from what I'm looking at. So we'll do 6,800 pound card. 109, 109, 125. So 109, 109, 125. 109, 109, 125. V speeds are set for our approach into Columbia County. Out over by the Albany-Schenectady area along the Hudson River there. Tell you what, we're going to go ahead and turn on the synthetic vision just so you guys can get a look at that. The experimental synthetic vision. So now you guys can see the synthetic vision here on our PFD. And I have the map decluttered over here, but we can turn that off and you guys can start to see more of the airports and stuff around here. You can see the Albany Class Charlie right up here.
Canada 451 cross base, Seattle, maintain 8 south of the Stewart altimeter 3014.
Everything looks good on our pretty bird here. Great looking model all the way around, chat. Right up here in the front, coming at you. Aerobask outdid themselves with this one. Again, once they fix that trim issue, they definitely really have outdone themselves. So, we're going to be looking forward to flying this thing quite a bit, probably. Yeah, I'm going to plan on 2-1, I believe, over here at 1 Bravo 1 0.
Number 137 Kilo Delta, descend to maintain 8,000.
Load that.
Descend to maintain 8,000, 137 Kilo Delta.
Alright, that's all good. Okay, we just have the RNAV is going to be the backup. It should be a visual approach going into 1 Bravo 1 with the weather in the area being pretty high. Yeah, it's a good question, good fixins. I mean, sometimes it's I mean, I don't know anything about developing computer stuff, or especially payware aircraft, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is a bit of a big glitch. But obviously they've been made aware of it pretty quickly, so hopefully that's something that they'll fix relatively quickly as well, and then we can all kind of continue to enjoy the aircraft. So I mean, it is what it is. Nothing's ever going to be perfect right as soon as they release it. But it's still a great airplane, even with that glitch. You know, that glitch can be annoying, but the airplane itself is still very fun to fly and fun to use. Get ourselves a nice little wing view here. Yeah, this thing is great, other than that glitch, so once they fix that. There's a couple other nitpicky things that I've noticed too, but nothing really worth noting hardcore. For $45, this is well worth it. They did a fantastic job on this sim.
JetBlue 353 out, go, sheet cleared out, runway 4 out approach.
Traffic.
JetBlue 352, say again.
Old Papa DK, thank you for the raid with the party of 3. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming in today. Thank you for coming in today. I appreciate it.
At go, sheet clear ILS 4 right
We are in our Aerobask Phenom 300. Last leg that we're doing today, we're going from Penyan. Right now we're on our way to 1 Bravo 1, which is Columbia County. So uncontrolled to uncontrolled, but we are IFR. So we're talking to Boston Center. Boston Center is going to get us all in on our way to Columbia County. Mr. Bergsy, good to see you, sir. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I had my bout with COVID. I did actually have COVID-19 earlier last week, but I have recovered. Back home for the rest of this week before I head back down to Dallas to restart my training. So, I'm feeling good. G-Nice for you. Thank you for coming in today as well. Good to see you. PD 111000 for Mike Charlie.
Boston Center 14 Mike.
14 Mike.
About 9 minutes out from our destination.
West of field.
So we'll start down here pretty soon to 111000.
We have the airport in sight. 14 Mike.
Training on the, we'll go just 1,000 feet a minute. Embraer 175, so the E170 type is what I'm going to be training on, Mr. Bergsy. I had started it for a couple weeks, but then I got COVID, so I'm actually going to have to restart from the top, but it's going to be for the Embraer 170 type rating that I'm going to be doing the training. So looking forward to once I can get back on track and resume my training from the start here, you know. Looking forward to getting that type rating, getting all that done. So I'm going to be gone for the better part of the next month and a half, so pretty much most of April and May. I'm not going to be around a whole lot. I'll be around a little bit, maybe stream here and there, but I'm not going to be around a whole lot as I spend most of my time in Dallas working on that training. So figured I'd get a few streams in this week now that I'm feeling good and that I'm home before I go back for the restart. Don't want you guys forgetting about me.
Canada 451, contact New York approach 120.8 navigation.
Let's get the windshield heats on.
New York Center 125.32 navigation.
Looks like Active Sky just updated the weather. Looks like it's a little bit clearer over in these parts according to Active Sky.
Delta 96 still with Boston, sir.
I put the wrong switch.
It's alright, even if you did ask, I would not mention which airline I work for. I never talk about which airline I fly for on stream. Job security. You never know who's watching. And that looks better with the weather. I didn't think it was clear. So yeah, it is an airline, but I'm not going to discuss which one.
00 Lima Sierra out of Plattsburgh. Phenom 100 Lima Sierra, Boston Center.
Phenom 100 Lima Sierra requesting IFR to Westchester.
Number 100 Lima
Nice,
Sierra,
man.
Roger, maintain VFR, squawk 463.
Hopefully there will be some jobs to be had. I know a lot of places are starting to hire again here pretty soon, so hopefully when you're done with your CFI, you'll be able to get a job, at least in the U.S.
Get IFR to HPN.
Tons of jobs in oh, well, that's good to know. Good for the Canadians.
134 Mike Charlie, center maintain 7,000. Do you have an approach request for Columbia County?
Down to 7,000, and we'll take the visual for 2-1 into Columbia County this afternoon for 4 Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, Roger.
Let's get our increase our descent rate here.
American 2132 Boston Center, radar contact, common maintain, level 3, 0.
I think 2-1 is still going to be the good choice here. It's like the winds all around are like 130, so it's basically a direct crosswind, regardless of if I do 3 or 2-1. So 2-1 is going to be the better choice. Not strong winds at all. Visibility should be good. So start slowing the spare down to 250 below 10. Yeah, you can get fixins. It's just going to be really expensive. to pay for your own type rating.
Alpha Lima Bravo and the Valerie 5 arrival. Maintain 16,000.
It's so much easier to have it paid for by an airline, in my case.
That's clear to HPN via Albany VOR V5 arrival.
But yeah, it can be done. You can go and pay for your own type rating.
If we could get higher, that would be...
It's not cheap. I think
Okay, what do you
type
want?
ratings can cost somewhere like around like $10,000-$15,000, maybe even more. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but I know it's not cheap.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 and just confirm that's the Valerie 5 arrival. Victor Alpha Lima Romeo Echo 5.
Confirming Victor Alpha Lima Romeo 5 and flight level 20, 0 limit 0.
0 limit 0, correct.
Hold our 250 here below 10.
Just want to maintain 5,000.
5,000 for my channel. 5,000 set.
Yes, with 353, connect Boston Tower 1818. Driver 4 Alpha Delta cross Calverton out of maintain 12,250 knots. Canada altimeter 3012.
Center, Citation 1 for Alpha Delta. Sorry, could you repeat that last transmission?
Citation 4 Alpha Delta cross the Calverton VR. That's Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Have to maintain 12,250 knots. Canada altimeter 3012. Okay.
So I like how Active Sky is saying clear, but it's definitely not clear because I got clouds in front of me. So I'm not sure what the dealio is with Active Sky. I'm on the active weather, not the historical, so
6 Delta Mike taxi, Charlie to the
see what it decides to do. In theory, we should be able to see the airport, I think. Worst case scenario, turn Active Sky off if we need to, chat. So right now, the real world weather all around, it's like light rain, but overcast 7,500. So in theory, we should not have any more clouds.
Okay, 6 Delta Mike, sorry, the reception on the ground is really bad there for some reason. Second. Uh, 516 Delta Mike, Roger. Clear to the emergency Montgomery airport via Fly Roma heading, Red Vectors, Madison VOR, direct. Maintain 5,000, squawk 4610. From 516 Delta Mike, read back correct. You're taxi back.
Looks like Active Sky is starting to kind of figure out what's going on here now.
6 Delta Mike, runway 5, taxi to Charlie, cross runway 33. November 137 Kilo Delta, contact New York Center 125.32. Have a good day.
2530, you have a good one, 127 Kilo Delta.
Citation 4 Alpha Delta, contact New York Center 125.32. Have a good day.
Booker Center, 125.32. 1 for Alpha Delta, good day.
November 4 Mike Charlie, to maintain 2,500, advise Columbia County in sight.
Down to 2,500 for my Charlie.
Delta Concord
Keep the descent going, and hopefully Active Sky starts to figure out where it's at here.
Maintain 3,000, Delta 76, Delta Concord.
Yeah, there we go.
Boston Center, hello, November 9 and 5, 49 Quebec.
Now we're free of the clouds. This looks better. To keep an eye out for the field in front of us now.
Quebec, airborne from Bradley International.
It's going to be just on the other side of the river is where we're looking for the field.
Number 90549 Quebec, radar contact, proceed on course, maintain VFR honor below 4,500, the Bradley altimeter 3014.
Just on the other side of the river is the field we're looking for.
Hey, oh, good afternoon.
Sir Skidmore, thank you for the 5-month resubscription. I really appreciate that. Good afternoon to you, too. Thanks for coming in today. Really appreciate that resubscription.
November 6 Delta
We're on our descent into Columbia County 1 Bravo 1 in our Aerobask Phenom 300. So we're just about there's the field in sight.
Turn right heading 010, drawing a localizer 4 right, Delta Concord 768.
Field in sight for Phenom 124, Mike Charlie.
Phenom 4 Mike Charlie, clear visual approach to the Columbia County Airport reports IFR cancellation on this frequency. Frequency change, Chris, navigate.
Alright, we're clear for the approach and we can cancel the IFR now for 4 Mike Charlie.
4 Mike Charlie, roger, IFR cancellation, team squawk, maintain VFR, frequency change, Chris, have a great day.
For your change proof, 4 Mike Charlie, thank you for your help this evening. Since we have the field in sight, we can get off of the IFR and we will go switch to Unicom. Columbia County traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, about 5 miles to the west of the field. Gonna enter the right downwind for runway 21 and a full stop. Columbia County. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do this chat. We'll go procedure, activate vector to final. And, oh, that's not what I want you to do, airplane. I want you to stay in heading. I want you to start turning left, actually. Let's go ahead and start giving ourselves a bit of a downwind turn here. And we can go down to pattern altitude. The field elevation here is 198, so 200, 1700. So let's go down to 1700. Get down to our jet pattern altitude. This will be good right here in terms of our heading that we want. Just kind of giving myself a vector here on the visual. We do got the airport off of our right wing. We have the nav to back it up for the GPS approach. Jay Smitty, thanks for coming in today, man. I appreciate it. Sir Skidmore, this thing, aside from that trim glitch that you hear, we're constantly yelling trim at you, which apparently they're working on a fix for. Other than that, this thing is phenomenal. Pun definitely intended since it's a Phenom 300, but definitely worth the $45, especially once they fix that glitch, which apparently Aerobask said they're working on right now, so. Yeah, VATSIM's struggling right now, Mr. Bergsy. It is having issues. I'm having some issues as well, so you don't have to worry about it. It's not just you. That's definitely having some struggles, it looks like, right now. So we're here at our TPA. I'm gonna go kind of give myself about an east heading now. Give ourselves kind of a base turn almost. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the gear down. And we'll start getting our flaps in because we're going to go full flaps for the landing here. So we'll do 1 notch of flaps for now. Hold about 170. Columbia County traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, right base, runway 21, Columbia County. There's the runway right there, so we'll start our turn. Get another notch of flaps in. Start slowing down to our final approach speed here. Just gotta keep yelling trim at us. It's fine. There's flaps 3, and we'll go ahead flaps full. Fully configured, uncontrolled field. I haven't heard anyone talking. There's the runway right there. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot off. We're coming in a little bit on the high side, I believe. Get the flight director off here. Go by hand the rest of the way. So we're gear down, flaps full. Columbia County traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie, about a 4-mile final. Full stop, runway 21, Columbia County. Landing rate predictions, chat. If you want to get a landing rate prediction for my last landing of the evening, now's the time to put it in. Number in the chat, positive or negative. You do not need exclamation point predict. Just put a positive or negative number in the chat. What you think my landing rate's going to be? My landings have all been pretty good so far today. Both of them have been less than 100 feet per minute, so let's see if I can keep that trend going. Coming into the poppy here. We're on our speed. There's 2 red, 2 white, so we're looking good.
500.
Getting ourselves aligned here. Last call for the landing rate predictions. Last call. Don't want to get too slow here. I want to be about 112 knots. I'm sorry, about 109 knots is our ref. About 109, so right about here. This airplane really does love to float. Gonna get this power out early. Oh, there's like a flag here. That's annoying. That's definitely not supposed to be there, chat. Whatever. Pretend it wasn't there. Ooh, oh, I might have floated it. Oh boy, yeah, I floated it a little bit, so it's gonna be a harder landing because I had to rebound on the balloon. 163. That's gonna make good fixins the closest. So that was not the best landing of the day. First 2 were definitely better. That flagpole definitely shouldn't be there. Oh, we're down. 163 is still respectable. Definitely, this airplane loves to float, and I know it, and I still managed to float it anyway, so it is what it is. Columbia County traffic, Phenom 124 Mike Charlie is clear of the runway, Columbia County. Taxi on over to the ramp here. And we'll shut her down for the afternoon. Can hear a little bit of rain hitting the aircraft. Turn the windshield heats off. We'll go taxi right here. Go ahead and take the strobes off. We'll turn in here, but we'll taxi right up to the FBO. Give ourselves some princess parking. We're gonna go in front of this Vision jet right here. Get ourselves right up to the door of the FBO. Right in front of the hangar, rather, I should say, is what we're gonna do. So let's turn it in right here. Park right on the line. Stop it right here. Set the parking brake. And we'll start working on shutting this thing down. Go ahead and go stop on the engines. Turn the light off here. We'll leave the nav light on for the time being since it's wet and rainy out. We can go ahead and open the door. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see, open passenger door. We'll open the aft bag door as well. Get a good look at those aspects right there. What we can do also is we can go ahead and put in the static elements. And all the passengers are going to be coming off the airplane. So realistically now we can go ahead and turn the avionics and the batteries off. My dog is barking. Delilah's losing her mind at something out there. Who only knows? Good lord. anyways, here we are. 124 Mike Charlie's journey is complete for this afternoon. So we took off out of Stewart, went to Harrisburg. From Harrisburg, we went to Penn Yan, and then Penn Yan, Columbia County. There's a little loop in the northeast here in the Phenom. Few click hops in it. Nothing crazy. It's a great airplane. I love everything about it so far, except for that trim glitch, which apparently they're going to fix. Once they fix that, I would highly recommend it. Definitely worth the $45. Good job by Aerobask. It is a phenomenal Phenom 300. I know, very punny. I know. All right, chat. Let's call it good. Thank you for coming in today. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Appreciate the subscriptions and resubscriptions. A couple of raids in there as well, so thank you guys so much for that. Jetslinger, Good Fixins, and Sir Skidmore, thank you for the resubscriptions. Captain Australia and Old Papa DK, thank you for the raids. I appreciate that, you guys, if you're still watching. Like I said, really enjoying this airplane. Thank you, Good Fixins, for putting 124 Mike Charlie on the tail. I'm going to put version 2 in here just as soon as I come off the stream. So that'll look a little bit better the next time I fly it. But I love this livery with the orange and black. I'm going to keep this one, no doubt. Yeah, let's see if there's anybody else that I follow that's streaming, so we can give a raid potentially. Either that or we'll just go raid someone random. Why not? See what we got going on right now. Who is streaming? Let's see. 757 Spy is streaming. It looks like he's in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 flying the A320. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and raid 757 Spy so you guys can enjoy his company this afternoon, evening as well. So let me go ahead and get that set up. Thank you guys for coming in today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Please stay safe, and please, 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 if you can get the vaccine for COVID-19, get the vaccine. Because I had it, it wasn't fun. If you can get the vaccine, get the vaccine. Take it easy, everybody.
I think that the developer